kind of in between storms here. It's gonna rain in a little while. It rained this morning, finally. So happy it rained. I love when it rains as a gardener. Just makes my job a little easier. But yeah, I want to do another quick tour after that cucumber harvest. We're still being blessed with plenty of cucumbers over here in this overcrowded space. I actually haven't made any cucumber salad yet, but I think that's going to be our little side appetizer tonight. Yeah, the beets are kind of just like struggling, but we'll see what we get with that. Maybe once I pull up the cucumbers, they'll have a chance to kind of take over, which I feel like that's going to kind of happen fairly soon because the leaves are kind of dying back a lot, especially over there. I'll show you in a minute, but strawberries are coming on pretty strong now. Strawberries are usually, they produce the most in the spring and in the fall. And then that tomato plant is in there. The herbs, the greens. Looks pretty nice now in there. A couple more weeks and we should be able to harvest some greens. This tomato plant is doing really well. And this whole bed is just like exploding. Can't even really see the bottom. Just goes to show that this whole bed this year was kind of, besides the cabbage and the parsley which I bought, it was just a lot of transplanted. Oh, and the sage. Everything else was just transplants, and like where I was thinning stuff out, I just put it in here and threw some seeds in here, and it's really producing. I'll show you on the other side, but we'll go through the containers quick. Still looking about the same over here. I thinned the chart out here, and I spaced the lettuce out a little better. It's looking really nice. Excited for some homegrown salads soon. Grain barrels are back in action. I just connected them with another piece of PEX and another discharge hose, just like I did with these hoops. Upgrade so it'll flow faster, and yeah. I do want to eventually get blue barrels for this, just because of the algae, and I won't have to wrap it with anything. So, and then I'm deciding on, I still haven't tried it out, but I got this new, it's a battery powered pressure washer, and it just has basically it's like a net, a little pot with a screen around it, like a filter, and you can just drop it in any container with water in it and start using it. And I got a misting nozzle for it, because it's used for watering flowers, so I'm going to try it out for the garden, and hopefully it'll speed up the watering, so I can just drop the net right in this hole with the tube from the pressure washer and just start I extended the hose too. I'm gonna do a video on that gun, the pressure washer battery powered gun that I'm talking about, and how I extended the hose for it. But that'll be my new watering system, so I may actually just get 2 blue barrels and not even put a nozzle on it. But I don't know. I think the nozzle will be helpful if I run out of battery or just anything. So I'm trying to decide. I probably will just do a nozzle too, because it doesn't hurt. It's not that hard to do. But I will have a video on the watering system whenever I have to use it in a couple days. Now we finally have some water to use for it, so keep your eyes out for that video. So over here on the other side of this bed, more cucumbers. Looking good. Working really good over here. I think since this bed is a lot of food scrap compost on the bottom layer and just lots of compost, it just really retains the moisture well, so I don't have to water as often, and the cucumbers are really liking that. I think these cucumber plants might actually do the best. These were more thinned out from over there, because I really overplanted over there. And then, yeah, those plants over there are also thinned out from that mess. And then I moved that cucumber plant that was over there on that little cart over here, so it'll get rainwater, because it was actually underneath our roof overhang, so it wasn't getting any rain. And sometimes I'm not the best about remembering every single plant I have about watering it. Another eggplant coming there. These are still producing, but sort of dying back too. Tomatoes are doing good still. Haven't seen any more hornworms yet. Peppers are doing okay. Those are actually jalapenos back there. I got that plant for free from like a co-op that I went to. So yeah, this is doing pretty good still. Leaves are dying back, but we're still getting cucumbers. Beans are doing their thing, looking pretty cool. This bed I just made, I filled up yesterday. Waiting on some germination there. I just had it covered. I like to cover my beds where I plant seeds from the sun, and it helps to keep the moisture in, because a lot of times I've had it happen where it just dries out and the seeds never sprout because they don't have enough time to stay moist. So I cover them. Yeah, nothing happened yet. I just planted this yesterday, but that's the pallet stand for the raised beds. So over here, leaves are looking really rough down low. I'm gonna go in and take all those out. I think it's just kind of like maybe mildew or like something from the hot weather and the humidity. So I'm gonna go in and take all that out and clean it up. And yeah, I'm surprised. Like these plants were looking the best out of all of them for a while, and then all of a sudden they just kind of died off a lot. We've only gotten one good cucumber from here so far. But we do have a few more coming. So you never know. And we just got some rain, so we'll see how that affects them. I think they'll come back nice, especially if it cools off just a little bit and a little less humidity. So happy we finally got rainwater. This tomato plant grew quite a bit recently. That's going to be all for this update. Thanks again for coming by. Stay tuned for that watering system video.